Welcome back to The Eminence in a Shadow anime review, episode number 3. We're here reviewing episodes 6 through 8. 6 is noteworthy for debuting a couple things in the series. One is a company run by Gamma. We see her in her out of uniform attire. Yep. The It's called the Mitsugushia Company. Yeah, it's run by Gamma. Which, oh boy, it seems like her civilian attire. It's like, oh, let's put her in a sexy black dress with these black sleeves, this wonderful necklace she's wearing. I'm like, damn. And we also introduce her gag in the series. Her tripping. Yes, seriously, she loves a trip. So basically, Clyde is invited by his two friends to go to this particular store, and apparently there is a 80-minute wait to get into this damn store. Like, have you ever heard of a store where it takes like 80 freaking minutes just to get inside of a store? I've never heard of anything like that. Usually for a restaurant, but not usually for a store. I was like, oh, you're gonna do a survey. So this is reduced to his massive throne room, which looks like it's a house on top of the store. And he says like, "Oh my gosh!" I mean, of course, there's oh yeah, thanks to your wonderful generosity, this company's made $1 billion, whatever the currency is. Like, he's like, really? Is that your satisfaction, my lord? Oh no, it's fine. Then you see he was a slight takes one of the coins for himself. After all, he's their boss, so of course he basically takes some money. And he slips it right inside his that sock. I thought it was quite funny. And like anything like, oh yeah, I like to get some chocolate. Yeah, and then of course they bring the chocolate to school. His two friends get injured, and he gives it to Sherry Barton. We also introduce this episode to her adoptive father. Yes, adoptive father. His name is Lutheran. Yes, seriously, that is his first name, Lutheran. When I read this in the book, I'm like, really? There's a character named Lutheran? Not Luther, Lutheran. That is seriously his name. I'm like, that's the name of a sect of Christianity. Why in the world would the writer of the series name a character after a denomination? This makes no freaking sense at all. Also, I found out who voices him in the series. It's Shoot Off My Hero Academia. Yep, that's who voiced him in here. And basically, Sherry is given a task to decipher this particular device that was found at the end of episode 5. And we find at the episode 8 what the heck this thing is, because during events episode 7, like, also in 6 there's a sword turn, which of course Clyde obviously loses on purpose to Rose, the wonderful class president, the same person who decided to break Claire's arm. Claire is briefly seen in 6, never mentioned or seen in episodes 7 and 8. And people do not point. Apparently, this is kind of weird though. There's like, okay, there's other thing. Here's the thing. Apparently, people don't know the fact that Claire and Clyde are brother and sister. And by the way, does Claire obviously get concerned about her brother getting beaten up by the class president? Never shown here. It's like basically it's briefly seen in like 5 and like nothing. No, seriously, nothing. And also there's this brief scene where you have Sherry talking to Princess Alice Major, where potentially about her maybe liking, well, also Sherry gets chocolate from Clyde, and of course she eats the chocolate, which is shaped like acorn, was shaped like almonds. It kind of looked like chocolate covered almonds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course like, ooh, someone much like you, and of course like I'm friends, and this happens right after he loses on purpose, and Lutheran's there, and he explains the whole device thing, and of course this comes to play in episode 8. 7 is where a lot of stuff starts kicking off here, where apparently there's this giant bubble that surrounds the whole school, and Clyde is the first person notices that the magic has stopped working. And no one else does, and then all of a sudden people... By the way, there's also this thing established in episode 6, where there's this killer going around killing people who claims he's part of Shadow Guard, even though he really isn't. He's part of the Cult of Diablo. He's actually a brainwashed person. And Clyde ends up basically in episode 7, basically killing some people himself. Well, first basically he stops basically one of them from harming Rose, which he then proceeds to get sliced by one of them, presumably killing him at the end of episode 7. The next episode they use to pick up his hand and smack his chest. He does like twice to revive his heart. Like, this like magic is restricted. He's able to use like threads of his magic. So then he's able to climb on top of the building. Apparently, it was on his bucket list to basically witness terrorists breaking into his school, and also then he marks something on his bucket list, jumping off a tall building, which he also proceeds to kill some of these brainwashed cult members. Yeah, kills several of them while protecting Sherry. He's gonna meet up with her and he's killing some other people. Also, the 2 guards that are people guarding her, people who just made her debut in just episode 5, like, one is definitely dead. Yeah, he's confirmed dead in episode 8, while the other one is still alive, and New tries to kill him. Apparently it was his former betrothed. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's also a guy called Sir Gallus behind everything. Apparently he's got the device that they were talking about the whole episode. Yeah, so he proceeds to get the stuff they need, and of course they cast the stuff, and whatever. And also the plan of the cult is to apparently gather all the students up and use this device to blow up kill all the students as one, kill them in the gymnasium for reasons. I think what else? Oh yeah, and also when they have, I think it was one of the 7 tries to infiltrate and the magic isn't working and things are disappearing and of course their assistant is there. Knows the fact that under that suit she's butt naked. Yes, seriously. Like, ooh. By the way, whenever Sherry's seen eating like the chocolate, she does it very seductive. Like, she's shown, the way the animators did this is that she's shown doing a very seductive manner. Like, they have a close-up on her lips. Like, ooh, chop. And second time, basically, it's like, it's a biting on one of it because Clyde was supposed to date the princess, even though they're not dating him anymore. And the fact she gets jealous of the fact that possibly that Sherry puts me everything for him, even though that, well, she seems a friend. To me, but I appreciate the story of this one. It's still pretty good so far, and we have sadly 2 more to go. That book 1. Yeah, for a full season, this is actually the first time I encountered one where it takes 10 episodes to cover one book. That's probably because the book was like 240 pages. Yeah, and it covers this much in just 10 episodes. Yep. So yes, that's gonna be pretty much it for particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications. And tomorrow I will be capping off basically, well, this for now, until I come back to it. I will cap off basically 100 Girlfriends, and hopefully Moonlight Fantasy releases its first episode of the current season. Hopefully. Okay? Next video tomorrow. Bye.